Hello, this is Susan, the Young Adult Librarian here at the Camarillo Public Library. I am here bringing to you another Teen Take and Make craft activity. This week we will be making cork gnomes. So we will be using a recycled cork, and you can get these kits again at the children's desk. They will be available starting today while supplies last, and if you get the craft, you'll be able to make it at home. And there should be a code in the craft kit where you can put your secret code into src.camarillibrary.org, and I will give you a code later on in this video to get another 100 points in addition to the one in the kits. So in your kits, if you're able to get one, you're going to have one cork. You're going to have one felt piece that's going to represent the mustache and beard, one that's representing his clothing, an oval-like shape that's going to be his hat, a little glue pot, and a cotton swab stick. And there will be also two googly eyes that you can use for his eyes. They are optional. I'll go over that later in the video as we're making our cork gnome though. So the first step you're going to want to do is open up your glue pot. You're going to want to get your stick and you're going to want to put some glue on it. Then the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to pick the side that you want to be facing outward on the clothing and just go ahead and put some glue all along that felt. You can put as much or as little glue on as you want. You can either put glue all the way across like I did, or you can do it only on the ends when you wrap it around. So go ahead and put it on the base of the cork. The larger end is going to be the top of your cork, and you're just going to wrap it all the way around the cork. And you're just going to hold it there for a little bit. It may take a little bit of time for your glue to dry, so you may need to hold it a little bit longer. The more glue you put, the longer it takes to dry. Then the next step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your little mustache and beard piece and put glue on the side that you don't want facing out. And then pick the spot on your gnome that you want it to go. And I like to have it overlapping the clothing, like so. And then the next step, before you even do the hat part, is decide whether you want to use the googly eyes, or if you want to get a pen from home. It can either be a Sharpie, a marker, a felt tip pen, any of that sort. And then you can go ahead and draw some eyes for your little guy. And I'm just going to have eyes for mine instead of having googly eyes. But if you don't want to do that, or you don't have a writing utensil, you're free to use the googly eyes in your kit, or you can use them for another craft activity that you have. And there we go. And again, you're going to want to hold down your beard and mustache, because mine was coming up a little bit, which means my glue isn't dry. So you'll want to hold that down until it's dry. And then our last step of making our little cork gnome is you're going to have this oval piece with a slit. And you can make your hat as big or as small as you want, but you're going to want to make sure it fits on his head. So how you make this hat is you're going to want to fold one end of it around the other end of it so that you can't see the end. So it makes a little bit of a cone shape so that you could put it on his head. Then I recommend, once you've gotten your hat the way you want it to, make sure it fits his head. Then the next step I would recommend is gluing the hat so that it doesn't move when you're trying to glue it on his head. I recommend gluing a little bit strip on the end. And then you're going to want to hold that down. Now while I'm holding down this part of the glue for the hat, I will tell you that our secret code for this craft video is GNOME. And that's spelled with a capital G, N-O-M-E. And when you put that in, you'll get an additional 100 points on book points for summer reading, and that you can use towards your prizes, towards drawing entries, whatnot. And our next step we're going to do is we're going to want to see where the hat is landing, because we don't want to put glue where it's not going to stick down on him. And so I can see it's down there on that back end. So I am going to get some glue on my stick. I'm going to remove my gnome. And you can either put it on the felt or you can put it on him directly. I chose to put it on him directly. And then you're going to want to hold that down on his head to make sure it's going to stick. You may want to use more glue. Feel free to be liberal with the hat since it is a little bit bigger than the other pieces. You may need more glue to guarantee that it stays on his head. And you may need to hold it down longer too. And there we have it, it's our Cork Gnome. Now, if you have been enjoying these take and make craft activities, we are going to be starting doing our in-person programming again. And our first in-person program is going to be a craft activity. It's going to be teen button making that we're going to be doing in the community room. Sign-ups are open now, and you can sign up on our online events calendar on our website at camariolibrary.org. And it is going to be on July 28th from 3:30 to 4:30. There are two different sessions. One's at 3:30 and the other one is at 4 p.m. And you can choose one or the other session, and you can make buttons with recycled graphic novels, comic books, as well as magazines. And I hope everyone is signed up for the Summer Reading Club, and if you're not, I highly recommend it because you can get free Mr. Softy coupon, you can earn free books, and you can get entered into our drawings that we're going to be having closer to the end of the summer. And I hope you're enjoying these activities. After this activity, We only have 2 teen take and make craft activities left before the end of our summer reading club. So I hope you have fun this summer and happy reading!